Hi, this is Muho from Osaka. I'm sorry that most of the stuff that I uploaded to YouTube recently was either in German or in Japanese, or it was just Zazen videos, silent Zazen videos. But today I'm happy to announce that this book to you by Kodo Sawaki is finally out. It came out in America on October 1st and it just arrived here in Japan today. Maybe some of you know parts of this book already from the internet. You can read parts of this on the website of Antaiji Monastery, and a couple of years ago also in Tricycle they published some of the quotes. But now you got more than 200 pages, 220 pages or so, the whole complete book. I started to work on this more than 20 years ago when I was still in training in Antaiji. And I finished the German translation in 2001 when I was living as a homeless in a park in Osaka. And when I got back to Antaiji, when I was appointed as the abbot, I continued to work on this. I started also to translate some of these quotes into English, and then after a couple of years, Jesse, whose name now is Reiho, whose monk's name is Reiho, an American who was living in Switzerland at the time, was contacting me by email and asked me if it was possible to do a translation into English. And I wrote back, why don't we do it together? And that's what we did. It took us more than a decade finally, so there's more of a decade of work in this, but it's finally out. And Jesse is now also living in Japan, in Nagasaki, but I think he's just returned to Japan. He's giving sessions and talks in Switzerland every year. So just in case you don't know Sawaki or you don't know these quotes, I will put some links below this video, both to the Antaiji website where you can read some of them and the Tricycle website with also some nice pictures. And maybe even more important than some of the quotes is the epilogue by Kosho Uchiyama Roshi. So it says here on the title, Introduction by Uchiyama Kosho Roshi. But I think especially for long-term practitioners who are already familiar with the practice of shikantaza, that means just sitting, zazen that's good for nothing, but who still have doubts, well, that sounds nice, zazen that's good for nothing, but what do I do if it's really good for nothing? I don't want to waste my life on a practice that won't show any results. Maybe I should try a koan. Maybe I should try Advaita Vedanta. Maybe I should try something that seems to be a little bit more promising. I think lots of us know these kinds of doubts, thoughts. And those are addressed by Uchiyama Roshi in the epilogue. Anyway, so highly recommended. For one thing, because I'm one of the translators, but I wouldn't have translated the book if I wouldn't think that's a really good book, and it helped me a lot in my practice when I was still a monk and later as the abbot also. I got a lot of strength from what Sawaki Roshi expresses in these quotes. And well, in the back you have the so-called blurbs by Shohaku Okumura Roshi. who writes, among other things, 50 years after his passing, Sawaki Roshi is still ringing the alarm bell for us, playing in the burning house of samsara, inviting us to practice the good for nothing and priceless zazen. His words are not sweet, rather they are spicy with bitter humor. And Brad Warner of Hardcore Zen writes, "This is one of the best books you'll ever read." I would say it's not one of the best books, it is the best book that you will ever read. But find out for yourself. And hopefully I will find the time for some English videos in the near future. Thank you for watching and see you. Bye.